There are many ways to save money to have a beautiful, flourishing garden on a budget. Gardening does not have to be expensive. There are some creative things you can do and practical things that you can do just to have your garden to flourish and not break the bank. If you are new here, I'm Pam. Welcome to the Scaredy Cat Garden, where we grow everything in containers. And if you are gardening in containers, that's one of the things you can start with practicality. Like I always say, anywhere you can sit a pot, you can grow a plant. There are so many wonderful things you can use as a pot. You don't have to go out and buy the most expensive pot. You don't even have to go out and buy the most expensive or the cheapest grow bag. You can simply recycle. Now, this was actually a gift bag that I received, and it's porous, and it's sturdy, and it's a pretty blue. So it also has handles, meaning I can pick it up and move it. Because it's porous, I wouldn't need to put any holes in it. This would make a beautiful, bright blue grow bag. Now, starting with seeds and cuttings, that's going to be your most budget-friendly way to start your garden. Well, because starts can be expensive, especially now when everything's pretty much high. When you're starting with starts, you're also depending on someone else who started from seed to start that plant for you. And like earlier in the season, I was looking around at starts and there were really none. So the best thing you can do is start from seeds. And once you get your plants growing like this, they will go to seed at the end of their life cycle. And if you start saving those seeds, you will always have seeds. And at that point, it becomes free to start your garden the next spring. You can also use cuttings. Now, some things will grow a little bit better from a cutting than other things. But something like basil that's an herb, and it grows wonderfully from cuttings. So does tomatoes. So if you've got a nice tomato bush and you only have one and you want more, you can start another one. You can also start tomatoes from just a tomato. Over here is a tomato bush. This right here, now this is just a flowering green onion that's next to it, but this is a tomato bush. And it's getting quite tall. All I did was put a slice of tomato in my soil, and this is what grew. And it will be blooming soon. Look at that right there. DIY compost and fertilizer. Some of the easiest things. Now, I recently did a video about how you can use orange peels, potato skins, onions, and things like that as your fertilizer. It was this video. You're done with your oranges and apples? Don't throw away the peels. When soaked in water, they can provide amazing nutrients for your garden. Onions soaked in water can help with yellowing leaves and root rot. When you soak banana peels in water and then provide it to your fruit trees, it can provide potassium, phosphorus, and magnesium. Orange peels can be great for pesticides. Apple peels can be excellent for potassium, phosphorus, and calcium. And potato skins are great for magnesium and phosphorus. So do not throw away those peels and skins. And for your compost, using your regular old kitchen scraps, things that you're going to probably discard anyway, that goes into your compost. Now, I have a container garden, so I compost in place. And what does that mean? It means I dig a hole in the dirt and I just put my scraps in. Okay? But you can use it and put it towards your compost pile. Things like coffee grounds and eggshells, all of the ends and the discarded pieces from your fruits and vegetables, all goes towards your DIY compost. keeping you from buying any fertilizers and compost materials. Anything that you need to buy, you have it right at your disposal already in your kitchen. Make sure that when you are selecting plants, you select plants that work for you and your family, okay? That not only means what we like to eat, but it also means, how am I going to take care of this plant? What type of schedule do I have? Am I just always home in the evenings and early mornings? Do I need to plant something that I know I can maintain early in the day and late in the evening because I won't have any time during the day to do anything, including harvest? So make sure you're selecting plants that you all like, that your family likes, but that also works with your lifestyle. No matter what you decide to grow, make sure you also plant something that's going to bring in pollinators. These are my calendula plants. They're twofold. Not only do I see bees all over them sometimes, but this is my anti-inflammatory tea flower. That's what I use calendula for. And you need to have pollinators. They bring in the beneficial insects. You always need to attract bees and butterflies and even ladybugs. And when you bring these pollinators into your garden, you also reduce the need for any kind of pesticides, natural or unnatural, as well as improve the pollination of your plant. Things like wildflowers, or if you're growing in ground covers, those are things like clovers and thyme, things that grow and expand outward and will cover your ground, maybe like a mat. Now, I learned this one the hard way. Companion planting. Because when I first started gardening, I thought to myself, okay, I can companion plant, or I can just put this here and this there and keep it moving. But little did I know how much companion planting helps your garden. It wasn't until I planted my basil with my asparagus that I truly realized the benefit of companion planting. Not only is companion planting easy on the budget, it naturally enhances your plant growth, which in turn reduces the need for any extra fertilizer. Also, when you companion plant properly, you can increase your soil health, decrease pests, and increase your yield. It's a win-win. It works because companion plants support each other because they share nutrients. They discourage pests from coming in, and they help bring in those beneficial insects. Now, we all need gardening tools. You cannot get around it. And they can be pretty expensive. But what I like to do is search the thrift stores, like how I found this wonderful heavy-duty rake for just $3. That's all. This rake was $3, okay? I don't know how much it would have cost me. It's heavy duty, and it'll probably last me forever. But when we do have to splurge on gardening tools, don't go for the cheapest pair of clippers, because then they'll break and you'll buy more. So, you got the clippers for $3. Well, you got the clippers for $2.99. And 30 days, they broke. You go back and get another pair for $2.99. By mid-season, it's like these things are sticking and they're just not working right. And you go back and get another pair where you could have bought the ones that were $12 or $15 in the first place. And if you take care of them, keeping them clean, keeping them out of water. Don't leave your gardening tools laying around in your garden and it rains on them. And if they are left out there and it rains, when the rain stops, go out, get them, dry them off. You have to take care of them, especially if you're splurging on them. Because when you splurge on them, if you take care of them, that splurge turns into an investment. Because you will have those tools for a lifetime. And believe it or not, tools can be passed down. Oh my goodness, this is one of my favorite. I am trying my best, with the exception of a few certain things, to plant as many as many perennials in my garden as possible, so that when spring comes around again, they just start coming back. All I have to do is maintain them. I don't have to worry about new seeds, more seeds. I don't have to worry about planting again. All I have to do is worry about nourishment, taking care of them. That's all I need to do. Perennials are amazing, especially when it comes to herbs. I mean, why not plant something that's going to come back year after year after year? What is your favorite garden budget tip? Let me know down in the comments. If you are new to the channel, take a second and subscribe to the channel. Let's get to 100,000 subscribers. For my returning subscribers, thank you so much for spending time with me in my garden. And channel members, thank you so much for being a part of the Scaredy Cat crew. Be sure to watch the video on the screen. The subscribe button is there too. I'm Pam, this is Zone 8A, and anywhere you can sit a pot, you can grow a plant.